Creatures lie here, looking through the window. Monster, how should I feel? Creatures lie here, looking through the window. Monster, how should I feel? Creatures lie here, looking through the window. Monster, how should I feel? Creatures lie here, looking through the window.
Back when they thought pink polos would hurt the rock, before Cam got the shit to pop, the doors is closed. I felt like bad boy street team, I couldn't work the locks. Now let's go, take them back to the plan. Me and my mama hopped in that U-Haul van. Any pessimists, I ain't talk to them. Plus I ain't had no phone in my apartment. Let's take them back to the club. At least about an hour I stand online. I just wanted to dance. I went to Jacob an hour after I got my advance. I just wanted to shine. Jay favorite line, dog, in due time. Now they look at me like, damn dog, you what I am. A hip-hop legend, I think I died in an accident, cause this must be heaven.
Monster, how should I feel? Creatures lie here, looking through the window. Monster, how should I feel? Creatures lie here, looking through the
Alright, so the first exercise is going to be dumbbell incline presses. And it's going to be a drop set of 4 drops. Now as you can see, I'm not locking out my elbows. You're not going to lock your elbows on any chest exercise, because when you do that, you're just isolating the triceps. You want to put your chest into motion as much as possible. So you're keeping your shoulders back, your chest up, and you're going to do 4 drops. So this is my first set. It was like 8 to 10 reps with 90 pounds. Paco right there, it's my spotter. And then I'm going to drop the weight down about 20 to 30% each set. So I drop it to 70 pounds. And you want to try to hit about 10 reps on each set. So this is set number 2 of my drop set. Struggling. Usually I'd have a spotter to help me, but my spotter is my cameraman. Drop it down again to about 50 pounds. And you're basically dropping the weight and you're trying to go up in reps, down in weight. But if you can't go up in reps, that's fine. The whole purpose of this is to just get a good pump and maintain the pump. So if you're hitting 10, 10, 10, 10, that's perfect. You're doing great. Adjust the weight accordingly. You know, don't try to go too heavy. You're not going to get a good pump. And final drop is with 30s. So this is set 1 of 3 sets. I'm going to do this, and then my partner will go, and then I'm up again. I mean, it's really a 1.5 to 2 minute rest in between. You know, you might need a little longer for this one because it really takes a lot of energy out of you for this part, for the drops. It's a lot of sets in there. Now the second exercise is going to be flat bench press with the straight bars. Now, when you're doing bench press, incline, decline, flat, whatever it is, you're holding a little wider. The purpose of this is to hold a wider grip than you would with the dumbbells, and you're working the outer part of the chest. Now, I do 4 sets of this, going up in weight on each one, and on my very last set, which is this set right here, I do a single drop. So I strip off some of the weight, and I go again. I'm not trying to do too many drop sets early on because I don't want to fatigue my chest before I can hit all parts of it. So again, down in weight, up in reps. I'm obviously able to do more reps with the lighter weight. This was my 4th set right here. I'm only doing a drop on the final one. Now, third exercise is decline bench press, and it's the same thing. 4 sets going up in weight on each set, and my very last one, which is this one, I'm going to strip the weight. Now, on decline, you want to make sure you're coming to your lower chest and you're not pushing the bar above your face. You want it more over your body, over your stomach area. A lot of people tend to mess up form on that one. So again, because I'm able to hold a wider grip, I'm working the outer part of my chest. As with dumbbells, you're holding a closer grip and you're working more of the depth of your chest. You always want to get a good variety of hand placements and of wide to close grip. Next exercise is incline dumbbell flies, and I'm only doing 3 of these. Now, you want to have a slight bend in the elbow, and it stays at that fixed position throughout the whole motion. You're going to open up wide and get a deep stretch, and when you come to the top, you're going to squeeze and isolate that center chest. You're really focusing on that upper center chest. Now, as you can see, my hand placement is I have a slight rotation out where my palms are kind of facing away from me. I feel that when I have this motion that I get a better contraction of my upper center chest. Now the next exercise is going to be cable flies from high to low, supersetted with low to high. So when I'm pulling from high to low, I'm working my lower chest, but because it's a fly, I'm working my center. So I'm hitting my center lower chest with these. My chest is pretty blasted by now, so I'm not going too heavy, and obviously cables are easier than dumbbells or bench press or whatever, so I start with the heavier, harder movements, and then I work my way out to the easier ones. And then right away to a superset from low to high. So now when I'm coming from low to high, I'm now working my upper and upper center again. Now you're probably wondering, why are you doing so much incline upper chest? Well, the reason why is because you want to put most emphasis on your upper chest. A lot of guys tend to just work their lower and flat chest too much, and you pretty much just have bitch tits and you got a bottom heavy chest. When you're first starting to work your chest, you want to make sure you do, a good rule of thumb is double upper chest for every center and lower until you have a well-defined chest. Look at the profile of your chest and make sure, it peaks out at the collarbone. And then as you can see, I just was fatigued at the end, so I did a couple presses. Now on this one, I don't have a spotter to help me, but the main exercise you want to do here is work on the eccentric, the negative. With the Smith machine, you want to build up the weight, heavier than you can go, and focus on the negative and have a spotter help you lift it up, but I don't have a spotter to help me for this one, so I just do that on my own. Superset with close grip push-ups off the bench, and that's working the lower center part of my chest. So if you have a spotter, load up the weight heavier than you can go and focus, count 5 to 10 seconds on that negative part and really focus on the eccentric part. You'll get great growth and results out of that. Now the final exercise is dumbbell pullovers. As you can see, I like to lock my feet in underneath a railing so I can keep my hips down. And this is working your serrates and your rib cage, really opening up, keeping your elbows as straight as possible, getting a deep stretch, and then coming up over your head. These are great to end with because you're not doing that pushing motion that you've been doing throughout this whole workout. And I will superset this with some push-ups, and at the end, you can barely get 10-15 push-ups, you've done a great chest workout. This whole exercise is no longer than an hour and 15, hour 20 minutes, no longer than a minute and a half to a minute rest in between each exercise, in between each set. With chest, you really want to focus on getting a good pump and keeping that pump throughout the whole workout. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and stay tuned for more. Thanks a lot.